Pastor, why did you take the initiative now? Nigeria has been in wars for a while, so why did you take? Why did you write now?
Yes, before I was not thinking of Nigeria at all.
Okay.
I was thinking that I was never going to have anything to do with Nigeria. I thought that that was just my place of birth, and that I will only be going there to visit my relatives and never to do anything, not ever to have anything more to do with Nigeria. I'm comfortable where I am. I thought I was comfortable. I'm comfortable in Europe, and you know, I could go from Europe to any other continent in the world. I will be, you know, welcome in Australia, in America, in Latin America, any continent, in Asia. So I never even considered that I would have anything to do with Nigeria. But when I began to see last year, it happened almost like as if it was accidental for me. Because I saw that the campaign going on between the APC government, I mean the party, and the PDP party.
And APC.
So the incumbent president, Jonathan, and the one that was incoming, Buhari. And I saw the arguments and the campaign, you know, slogans and you know, speeches of all these people. And I knew that Nigeria needed a change at that particular time. I just knew that we needed a change. And I know that somebody needed to speak for the voice of righteousness and for the country and for this change. And especially from the Christian community, I thought that some Christian leaders should raise their voice to, you know, call for change and call for righteousness. But unfortunately for me, all my friends that I was approaching that in Nigeria to do it, I told them, go and write an article, especially after, you know, Professor Yemi Oshibajo was selected to be the vice president. And I knew a lot of pastors and ministers who are his friends. So I was telling them, go ahead and release a voice to talk about the integrity of this man and let people know that this is the right person we need, and that with this man beside Buhari, that they will be able to bring about change in Nigeria. And so many people that I was talking to who are my friends, and I thought we were sharing the same passion, and I thought we had the same view. I was so surprised when they came. Out of them were telling me different stories, why they will not write any article, why they will not give any speech. Then later on, I discovered that actually they were all routing for Jonathan and for PDP, because they were saying, well, you know, this Buhari was going to Islamize Nigeria, and this Jonathan was there to, you know, to protect the Christians and things like that. But they were not telling me that openly. It was later on that I began to hear that, and I discovered that 90% of the Christians, you know, leaders that, you know, were actually going to support the incumbent that time. So I just said, okay, if you people know the truth, I said, do you know that this guy, even Buhari, has better integrity and better personal qualities to lead the country than this other government that is there now? They said they know it. I said, then speak it now. They will say they will not speak it. I said, okay, but you know this is your brother, Yemi Oshibajo. It's going to be the first, you know, Pentecostal to attain that height in Nigeria. Won't you support him? Do you know him? We know him. You know that he's a pure guy. He has integrity. Yes, but why won't you talk? So that just got me mad. That how will you be a Christian leader and know the truth and say you will not talk because that's the political climate in the country will not allow you, or because other Christian leaders are against that position? But you have your own position. God gave you to know, you know, the right to know the truth. Why won't you talk? You know, I couldn't just believe it. They say, oh, in Nigeria, Christians leaders shouldn't talk of their opinion because of their members. They might lose their members. I said, so you fear losing your members than you fear to speak the truth. So you are more afraid of losing members than you fear God. If that is the truth and the conviction you have, I said, even though I thought because I was outside of the country, I would not be able to write that. You know, so I began to write articles. So that's what I mean. I'm sure maybe you heard of the story of my articles during the election time.
Yes, I saw some of them.
Yeah, it was after that I began to have burden for Nigeria. But then that same last year, May, a year ago now, Jesus appeared to me and spoke to me about that I should move back to Nigeria. So once I had that instruction now, I knew that, well, that burden that God had given me about the political change and everything was from God as well. And all the articles I had written. And then I said, okay, let me just, you know, begin to write books that will address the situation in Nigeria as a whole in general.